Victims and their families have won a legal ruling allowing them to seek compensation from the government over the use of contaminated blood in the NHS. Thousands of haemophiliacs are thought to have been treated with imported blood that was contaminated with hepatitis C and HIV in the 70s and 80s. Our reporter Olivia Kinsley is at the High Court in central London. Tell us more, Olivia.
Well, this is a huge group action involving as many as 500 potential claimants. And today in court, they were given the go-ahead to seek compensation from the government over a scandal that they claim has been covered up for many years. In the 1970s and the 1980s, haemophiliacs here were given blood taken from donors in America, which included prisoners and drug users, some of whom were infected with HIV and hepatitis C. People here were then given those blood products, also infected, and as many as 2,400 are believed to have since died. Now, the victims claim that the government and the NHS knew as early as 1983 that these products were a risk, but they continued to allow them to be used as late as 1987. And if they say that if that hadn't happened, more lives could have been saved, because people then went on to infect their families and their partners. They also say that in 1991, when the then government made settlements with some of the victims, they knew this to be the case, but did not disclose that information. Earlier on, I spoke to the son of one of the victims, and he told me how important today was for him.
My father was infected via factor VIII with hepatitis C and HIV, and he died in 1993. He was 31 years old, I was 4, as a result of those infections. And that story is replicated through hundreds, thousands of families, and we think the truth and justice on this issue is long overdue.
Well, earlier this year, Theresa May announced a public inquiry into the scandal, saying it was an appalling tragedy that should never have happened. And today, the government's lawyers asked for an adjournment for the scope of that inquiry to be made more clear. But the courtmaster rejected that, saying many claimants are becoming increasingly old and unwell, so it is important that a remedy can be pursued straight away.
Olivia, thanks.